Hello. Today is March 5th, 2024. It's a sidecar working group of SIG Node. Welcome, everybody. I think we only have one item on agenda. I don't think we added it officially. Discuss the priority of a bug. Whether we need to cherry pick or not. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Thank you for adding that.
yes. The bug fix is merged, so we only need to discuss to cherry pick this bug fix or not. And I thought that this bug is pretty critical because it it affects the major use case that is the job with sidecar container. So
So you need to have
yes,
a job, you need to have a sidecar container, and you need to configure it to have readiness probes, right?
I'm not sure it only affects the container with readiness probe. In my mind, I think it should be affect to all sidecar container with part of restart policy never or on failure. But I'm not sure. I should test it.
So
So,
what is the impact?
hmm?
So
I'm
what would
sorry.
be the impact?
Uh, Maybe users cannot see the correct state of the container. That would be the effect. User would see the running container. User cannot see the running container because Kubernetes will not update the pod states.
Okay, so it's not about readiness state, it's about like overall state. Like there is no running containers at all.
Yes, because it's
Actually, there,
based. Sorry, go on.
okay, there is a running container, but users cannot see whether there is a running container or not. That is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really bad. I would also opt for the cherry pick, especially the fix doesn't look dangerous at all. So
Yeah, I agree with the fix is small. The way I understood it is it only happens when readiness prop is there and readiness prop is propagated incorrectly, but now I understand it's more than that.
yes.
Gunjo, would it be okay to summarize impact as a statement there?
Okay,
I think it will really help if
and
summarize it.
yes, I will summarize it and post it in PR or
Yeah,
Yes.
anywhere.
in a bug description. And then like with the summary we can say like I will say that I made a mistake, yes. So
Okay.
we will need to cherry pick and I don't think there will be problems with cherry picking once we have a statement. Because like what you're saying sounds dangerous. What I understood before sounds like, yeah, some ready state is not propagated for jobs, and jobs typically don't have ready state because they don't serve anything. So that doesn't really matter.
Maybe I need to check if the bug is reproduced without readiness proof and let you know.
That may be also good. Because as I said,
Yes.
jobs typically don't have ready state because I mean, why would they have ready state?
Okay.
Liveness state, yes, but readiness, it's rare.
Mm.
So that like
Yes, but I think even if you had no readiness, the output of kubectl get pod was wrong, right? It was 1 out of 2 or something like this, no?
I didn't confirm that.
Because to me, if it's really visible in the kubectl output, it looks bad. So
Yes, I will confirm that and let you know.
But if it's only with readiness state, like, will we consider this minor impact or big impact? If it's only with readiness probes, because jobs typically don't have readiness probes, so I wonder if you need to consider it's a serious issue.
Yes. So if this only affect the container with readiness proof, I would not cherry pick this, and otherwise I would cherry pick this. Is it okay?
Yeah, I think that's fair assessment. Mostly
Mm.
because of difference of impact. Like, like jobs with readiness state is not that common.
Mm.
But if it's all jobs, then definitely we need to do something about it.
and maybe it also affects the startup probe, no? Because the state is the same with the startup probe. The first time it succeeds, we also set ready.
Ah. Yes. Yes. I think this may affect the startup proof.
Yeah, but do we have a lot of jobs with startup probe? Like, why would one create one? Create startup probe for
But
the job.
but that is what he intended for users to do.
Oh, on a sidecar, you mean, or on a
Yeah,
job?
yeah. On a sidecar
Oh,
in
on a
job.
sidecar, yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then it's critical. Yes.
Mm.
Hmm. I also mentioned John, or to understand if it's critical enough. Okay. Matthias, how's the testing going? Like, how many tests did you write?
So I didn't write more tests since I wrote in the thing. So I'll probably have 5.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think anyway we're gonna miss the code freeze.
Yes, that's fair. But I want to understand how far we went in reviewing, like in covering existing scenarios.
Mm.
Do you feel that we covered enough to start refactoring?
Mm. No. I need to put more, but actually you can start refactoring and see how it goes. But no. I need to spend more time. Yeah, I will push a bit this week.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to finish the slides for SIG Node working group and
Yeah, maybe those 5 tests that you wrote, maybe we should merge those. Do you feel comfortable with this?
Let me spend a bit more time on them, like especially one that I'm using a deprecated method, like I expect failure, something like this.
Okay.
I expect error, and this one is deprecated, so I might just rework a little bit and then ping you.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I think it's important to have this coverage and then start refactoring. Yeah, I understand we missed the deadline, and I'm a little bit disappointed by that. But I have excuses. Everybody have like a lot of things to do, so 131 is as good as 130.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Especially because I mean the main feature is already there. It's just the restart. But it's funny. The other day I spent like I don't know how many hours and trying to understand what's wrong in my pod spec. So I waited more and more and more, and nothing happened during the pre-stop. And then I say, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, let's I mean, if you have any tests ready that can be merged, I will be happy to merge them.
Okay. I will ping you later this week, and then we can start merging things.
Thank you. With that, we are at end of our agenda.
Yes, maybe a quick feedback. How is the new time? It's okay for you, Sergey, middle
For
of
me,
the
it's
afternoon.
ideal. Yeah, it's way better than before. But
Okay.
I'm not the most affected person here.
No,
How
for me it's okay. Maybe I need to apologize to Gonjo because I never realized that it was like so early for him. I mean for you, Gonjo. Sorry.
Yes, it
You, you,
is
sh-
okay for me.
you should have
Yes.
requested earlier this.
It is fine now. Yes.
Thank you.
So let's
Okay.
keep it this way. Thank you very much.
Mike, do you want to say something?
I don't know. Yeah, I was just so okay. So I'm doing a talk at KubeCon about sidecars, and so I wanted to
Cool.
stop by and just kind of see what the status is of the sidecar feature. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe if not that I want to keep you here if you have something else to do, but I was just kind of curious what the what the time frame is, what I guess is like what's happening right now, and what is left to do before GA. I guess like what's coming for side like with the sidecar feature and when.
So obviously we just lost 4 months now. But so
The
the main
131, if I understood correctly, was the time, the plan.
not for GA, not for GA.
Okay.
Actually, we have like one refactoring that we need to do in the pod lifecycle handling
Okay.
to allow running probes during the termination of a sidecar of a pod, running the probes of the sidecars during the termination of the pod.
Okay.
And this one is like a serious refactoring of the whole pod lifecycle.
Okay.
So we created a second cap for this one. There
Oh,
will be
okay.
like another feature gate, and we were planning to have this one in alpha in 130, but
Okay.
obviously it's not doable now. So we will target 131, and I think we will try to move to beta, and then once we have the two feature gates in beta, we can both of them we could move them to GA maybe after one more cycle soaking time
I see.
or something. So it will be a year, a little bit more than a year, I think, until we go
Okay.
GA.
Which cap was that? The new one?
Uh,
Like the
1
number?
second. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where do I have this?
Yeah. There is a minor possibility that we will be able to merge it before and before this secondary cap will be merged. But another
I
risk for
see.
us is that
It's the 4438.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
yeah, another risk for us is that today if you enable sidecars and you use sidecar in your pod, then it may be supported by your control plane, but then nodes may be many like few
Mm,
versions behind, and they will not support sidecar, so you'll get in this weird state. So we
right.
spent some time in the beginning of this cycle to understand if we can or should do anything about it.
Mm,
We work with Istio guys, and I work with some Google team that also using sidecar, and so far agreement between everybody is that the easiest solution for everybody is to have an injector that will check node versions of all the nodes in the cluster. And if all the nodes are above certain versions, then it will enable it. But
Okay.
it may understand it's a significant blocker on adoption of the feature. So we get clusters using this feature, and we have some sidecars being used, but it's not at the scale as we want to get enough feedback. So hopefully,
Okay.
I mean, I think we need to get 2 versions queue, like we enabled beta in 129. So 30, 31, in 32, it will be very easy to enable. I mean, it's easier to enable because officially supported version queue is -2. By
Okay.
that time, LTS may come up and LTS may increase it to -3. And it will be another release that we need to wait. But once it's all released and every single version has this feature enabled by default, and we didn't find any significant regressions, such a way that like 130, like let's say in 130 we found a regression, and this regression is completely damaging the feature and like it's unusable this way, then we will be needing to reset this cycle and repeat
Right.
again. So yeah, that's a thinking right now. But I can tell that there are a lot of interest and people trying to enable it as soon as possible. We have some enormous interest in especially in the world of EIML, where everything is a job and like trainings are running a long time. They need to be monitored. It's quite important to have a sidecars.
Yeah, Mike, so I see that you're working for Kong on Kuma.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
actually, today we work a lot with Istio because it's easier because they are next to Sergey. But we can also work with Kong on
Sure.
getting feedback from your customers and I don't know, helping you, or if you have some telemetry to share. Yes, that would be nice.
Okay. Yeah, let me talk to the team. To be honest, I don't think anybody on the team was necessarily fully aware that there is a working group. So yeah, I think we'd definitely be happy to like maybe even, I don't know, help with anything that needs to get done, or like you said, feedback. I think the next release of Kuma will support sidecar containers. So it's not supported yet, but so in a couple weeks.
So actually, to support that, you might be interested in working on this universal injector, because you will obviously need it on on clusters that have like a version queue.
Yeah. Do you have like, is there an issue for that, or some more like discussion, or any somewhere I should look for any
Not sure.
history on that or anything?
Sergey?
It's this notes document just below, and I think I also posted it on one of the Istio GitHub issues as well. So there is a bookmark I will post in the chat.
Yeah, but we should have like an official issue on Kubernetes for that.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Probably. And Mike, did you check also the sidecar no SIG Node Sidecar Slack channel?
I know there's the SIG Node Slack channel. There's their sidecar working group one as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you could join it if you want, or tell your team to get there, and then we can discuss asynchronously there.
Yeah.
Yeah, feedback is very welcome. We really need to polish the feature. I remember like I joined when init containers were long introduced, and I still remember bugs around init containers that like, yeah, I don't want the same situation with sidecars. I want to make sure that we test it early.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually kind of also curious, like a little bit about the history of the working group. Like, I know there was the cap in like the end of 2000 or whenever that was, 2020, 2019, and then I guess there was a pause on the cap, right, with like issues around general correctness of like termination and all of that people were afraid to add, all this new functionality. What was it that like restarted everything, would you say? Like what started the working group? What was the impetus to actually start working on it again?
So it was a stubborn French guy that took over from Rodrigo. It was, but there is a blog post explaining the whole story actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But he was presenting something in Valencia, and at the end of the talk, he said that he's giving up because he has some health issues and not so much energy to finish. And at the end of the talk, I told him I can take over. Then I tried on my own for like 2 or 3 release cycles. And finally, I got some help from Sergey, who created the working group. And now we have more people, more energy. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And also in the meantime, the SIG node, the priorities shifted towards new workload support. So it was like much easier because there were lots of people pushing behind us to make this work.
Okay.
So ultimately,
Yeah, cool.
we started as a batch work group, and we have a lot of VIML working group. So we wanted to support. In the past, we said like, oh, there is a workaround, just go with workaround. It's not that important. But now we
Right.
realize we need to improve more. And in the batch working group, for instance, we did like better exit code handling for pods and containers. Before it wasn't quite important because you have like continuously running container, like who cares what the exit code was? Like if it wasn't collected now and then, it's not a big deal. But
Mhm.
with jobs, it's increasingly more important. Same with sidecars. There was a lot of pressure that led to increased priority and lots of willpower to just push through and make it happen.
Cool. Okay. Nice. All right, yeah, that's awesome. That's great information. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have another next cycle. I think there will be somebody implementing, or like at least trying to implement pod level resources, pod level limits. So when you can define a limit on a pod level instead of container level, and it's also one of
Okay.
the things that will help with sidecars as well, because today the problem with sidecar is that you need to specify its own limit, and you have situations when sidecar helping with, like, for instance, storage download, like download something from storage, and then once it's downloaded, it's in cache, so you can work with that, and you don't spend that much time on this sidecar driver. So the problem happens when you set this limit on or request and limit on the sidecar, so it needs to constantly occupy all this memory or like CPU or
I
whatever.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's much better to just have a pod level limit, and then when sidecar needs more, it takes more. When regular container needs more, it takes more. Yeah. So
Okay.
this another thing that will help is a sidecar scenario, but also it helps with other scenarios. But mostly, like, primary use for that is sidecars for sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And we can meet in Paris, Mike, if you want
Yeah.
to discuss.
Gladly, yeah.
Or have a beer. I will be there.
Cool. Yeah. I'll be there with a couple of other people from the Kuma team as well.
Yeah,
So
cool. Yeah, so
that's fun.
we can have like a something like a beer around sidecars.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good.
Have fun in Paris. Bye.
Okay, see you.
Thanks.
Oh,
See ya.
is next
No.
week KubeCon already, or next week is not?
No,
It's
not
2
yet. It's
weeks.
the week after. Yes, in 2 weeks.
Okay, so next week we still have a meeting. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.